Sabaha everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a 24-bit DAC that's built into a pair of headphones that's supposed to improve our audio playback quality on our iPhones, iPods, or iPads using the Lightning connector. It's made by a company called Dodocool. I want to say thank you very much for allowing me to check them out. I want to see if these things actually do stand up and does it really overall improve the experience of enjoying music on our device or any kind of content with audio playback. This is TK. Let's check them out. As I mentioned, the brand is Dodocool, high-res earphones for Lightning devices. Obviously, you need a Lightning connector to be able to use this. There's an inline control remote here, as well as an additional multifunction button remote with the microphone down the line. Now, here's an outline of the actual controller. There's an inline microphone and multi-purpose button, as well as the DAC, that control that we're going to be able to use. And you'll notice the last button here is a bass button, which increases the volume as well as the bass playback on the headphones. Volume up, volume down, a multi-function key for playback, pause, as well as initiating Siri or skipping track forward or going backwards, and of course the Lightning connector. Compatibility, it pretty much goes around the gamut. Essentially, as long as you have a Lightning connecting device running the latest version of iOS, you should be pretty much set to be able to enjoy using this application. There is no application needed on your device to be able to enjoy using music here. You just plug them in and go ahead and start and play. The only thing I want to mention to you guys here under quantization bitrate, at highest level it's going to hit is 24 bits, so we do have the ability of enjoying our content. Opening up the case, we're greeted directly with the headphones themselves. We have two pieces here. There's an additional cable going up and down, and this is the DAC built-in processing here, as well as the ability to initiate the bass, volume up, volume down, and then the playback. The one thing I want to mention to you guys, of course, is that now with the new system that iPhone is, or the Apple is going with, is they're processing a lot of their audio directly on their headphones since they no longer have a headphone jack. So if your device does not have a headphone jack, like the iPhone 7 or the 7 Plus, you really need to invest in some good pair of headphones, and these things are promising to be really good, to give you good audio playback, and this one has a 24-bit DAC, so let's go ahead and check that out and get it out of the box. The content of the box is pretty simple. We have a few additional silicone tips here for the earpiece, as well as some rings to make sure that I manage it over here. They do come pre-installed with two. You'll notice that there's some radiators here on the right side as well as on the other side, and that gives us the ability to be able to give you a much better bass playback. And of course this fits in directly in the ear, and it's just a silicone tip. Overall structure is pretty good. It still feels like it's plastic. Here's the first part of the remote. We have a multifunction button that gives us the ability to stopping and initiating playback. And of course, if you triple press it, double press it, and then press and hold. Press and hold initiates Siri. Triple pressing it will I think it takes the track backwards. Double pressing it takes the track forward. So you're playing music, you'll be able to control it without turning on your phone. But really where the magic happens on this controller here is, and you'll notice the difference in thickness. This is the piece going to the earpiece. This is the piece going to the device. It's a much thicker piece of cable. The wiring, the construction is much stronger, and the Lightning adapter. And again, here is the 24-bit DAC. The control itself has high-res audio on the back. On the front, we just have the 4 buttons. Bass, minus volume down, playback, pause, similar to the other multifunction button, as well as volume up. And then this will all connect directly into our iPhone, and we'll be able to play back music directly on it. It doesn't turn on the device. One thing I do want to mention to you guys, that when you first initiate or first plug this in, the first time ever, it's going to ask you to install an application. Just ignore that. Initially, the instructions here mentioned that the application itself is intended to update the drivers for it, but there is no app for it. So just hit ignore and then go process directly from there. The inline remote there's two pieces. The piece that's connected with the DAC is very close to the actual device. So when you're connecting it, you're using it, you're pretty much going to use them in this kind of setup, and you can control the different functions. Where the other one, the multifunction one with the microphone, is sitting closer to your ear, which is what you're typically going to be using on your normal system. And it looks like the microphone is sitting on the right one, so we just insert it. Fits very nicely. I do apologize if my volume is going to start going up as I'm putting in headphones. Usually that happens when I do that. And then there's of course just a little clip here in the middle that just says Dodocool. Nothing big, it just essentially is sitting there. Now for audio playback, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go ahead and play just some streaming music, normal, if you're listening to Pandora, anything like that, you're enjoying your music. Okay, so playing back the music at about 50% volume is already filling up the sound. Obviously, these are in-ear headphones. You're going to get a much more personal experience, and the volumes will be higher than if you were playing them with, let's say, over the ear or around, or on-ear headphones. And I'm sure you guys could hear them already here. Again, this is not at 100%. This is running at about 60%. This is how high we're gonna get. I'm pressing the bass button on and off just to guys see here. There's an actual increase in audio playback. Not bad. I mean, these are not even in my ear. Imagine how loud this thing is if I went 100% on it. The audio sounds really, really good, but I wanted to compare that to the little dongle that we got directly from Apple. Apple includes these to be able to enjoy music with any headphones, be it, obviously a 3.5mm headphone jack compatible headphone on your iOS device. So I'm going to disconnect this one because I'm going to have to say this one actually has a very, very good sound platform. It's playing back music very, very well. I'm going to go ahead and plug these in. I'm using them with the B&O headphones that I got with my V20, just because that's the baseline that I'm going to be able to use. I use these every day with my V20, so this will be a really good comparison. The playback is extremely well, even with the built-in, with the dongle that they provided us with the B&O headphones. I'm going to listen to that exact same piece, same point in the song, one more time using the new headphones from Dodocool. The song that I was playing back between the two headphones was an Armin van Buuren song, and the song itself has a really nice build-up. So it starts off very nice, very smooth, and it builds up with a lot of bass and a lot of just very busy, very deep, heavy sound. The headphones work very well. They play the music very, very well. They can get very loud, and they can give you the generated sound that you'd like out of it. Unfortunately, you can't really share that with anything outside of these headphones, and that's about my only kind of thing. I would have wished this had the DAC with the plug into it so that you can actually maybe switch headphones, let's say something happens. But overall, from the experience you're getting out of these headphones themselves, for the price point, you're going to get a very nice 24-bit DAC processing on this. The audio playback is going to be amazing, way better than what you can even imagine from getting from the little dongle. I was using a much better set of headphones than what you probably end up finding if you connect like a regular ones or an inexpensive ones to the dongle that you get there. But the reality of the matter is the more you invest in audio equipment, especially now with the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, the more you're going to get back. I did test this out with my tablet, with my iPad Pro, so obviously this will work with anything that has a lightning connector. It will play audio back through it, and it will give you the experience and the amplification of the 24-bit DAC. I want to say thank you to Dodocool for allowing me to check out these headphones. I'll give you guys a link in the description, definitely, for Amazon to be able to check them out. It's definitely a great buy, a great investment for audio playback music, especially if you have an iPhone 7. Again, any iPhone that has a lightning connector, this will work, and it will improve your audio playback, especially if you're just an audiophile and you enjoy your music and you enjoy watching your videos and you just want that experience that just immerses you. I truly was very surprised. I knew they were good, but when I put them against the other one and I just went straight from the same bit, it was just wow. So thank you very much for the support. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe as usual, as I really depend on you guys to keep the channel going, and I appreciate your support. This is TK. I'll see you guys in the next video.